Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura, and
Christina Pajitsin.
welcome to your mom's house.
Big words.
Yeah.
So
If I were him, I wouldn't use those big words at that station.
very casually too.
He dropped it in there like he always
This
uses
is
that.
you
big
recognize Steve LaBelle here?
word. No.
He was on an episode of Millionaire Matchmaker.
Oh, was he talking like this
Yeah, he was
on that show?
Yeah, remember? And she was like, "Okay, what is your deal?"
I have to watch him a little more.
He's a manager, so he's worked with a lot of big hip hop acts. He's been around for, probably 30 years, right?
And so he picks up the affectations of the rappers and what.
Well, he's like a New York, dude from.
He's just a black guy
from that
from New
era.
York.
Yeah.
He's just a brother.
a black guy with the wrong fucking skin tone.
And Pun was his hype man. And Pun would always want to use my cell phone. And I'm like, I got to call radio. I got to call retail. And we'd have like $60. Relatively gives like $60 to eat with two fat niggas.
Per diem.
Yeah.
And wait, he was interviewing doesn't sound like a black guy.
Right. Well, yeah. Well, they get into it actually, and the big words.
Big words.
Are actually big this weekend because Larry Wilmore, the host of the nightly show on Comedy Central, he did the White House Correspondents' Dinner, set where you go up and you basically light the journalists and sometimes the administration on fire. He crushed it. I mean, he was no holds barred, just lighting it up. And that room was not into it. They did not like his set.
One time I did a set at the Journalism Awards here in Los Angeles, and I have never eaten shit harder. I mean, this was like 2 or 3 years ago, so I've been doing stand-up for a minute.
Yeah.
And events like that are very difficult. I mean, they dropped the dessert just as I was going on, but I would have eaten shit otherwise because there are real nerds at this dinner,
Yeah, and
Squares.
the thing is that's a room full of like real world elites.
Yeah.
Like, not just the press.
Right.
But that's usually there's senators, there's it's like hosting the Oscars. It's just like super elite people who take themselves too seriously. And when you have someone like Wilmore who's digging into you, really, really lighting people up, they go, this is in poor taste because they don't feel like it's nice, and they get their feelings hurt. But he ended, let me see if I can pull this up, tie this all together. He ended, see if I can.
Thank you, Mr. President. When I met Larry Wilmore earlier this month, he told me it's his dream come true to follow the president at the White House Correspondents'.
President, that doesn't make sense.
That's at the very end here.
And now, to live in your time, Mr. President.
This is how he ended the set.
When a black man can lead the entire free world.
I love Obama. I like when they pan to the people that are black.
Yeah.
They always do that shit.
Words alone do me no justice. So, Mr. President, if I'm going to keep it 100, yo, Barry, you did it, my nigga.
Did you
see
hear
that?
that?
Yeah. Gasp.
Oh, why? He liked it. Obama laughed. It's
Well,
cool.
obviously.
Well-
Well, there was backlash even from a lot of black people.
Oh, right.
They felt it
It's
was very
personal,
disrespectful
yeah.
to say that to the president of the United
Sure.
States. Anyways, I'm white, but I didn't have a problem. Because I thought it was done with a lot of affection. I thought it wasn't.
Yeah.
I realize you're saying it to the president, but.
Right. But as with everything in comedy, I think the intent is really what counts.
Yeah. It's a black man saying it to another black man. And
He wasn't saying it the way that other guy
not like the way. So let's go back to Steve.
Yeah, that's a different.
Yeah, it's totally different. Steve LaBelle, if I'm saying his name.
Oh, I thought that guy was the guy, the bodyguard from what?
Then we found the kid man. They made
Jerry
the record with
Springer
50.
show.
I feel like
Doesn't
money.
he look like that guy, Steve Wilkos?
Steve Wilkos.
Looks a little bit like him too.
Here we go.
Well, why do people stress? Look, if the president ain't sweating the N-bomb, then who cares? He's the one it only matters to.
I think
to him.
the president took it that way, that this is coming from a place of affection.
Oh, and a comedian too. You didn't hire
comedian, but whatever. People have the right to be whatever. But this is different.
This is a little different here.
So he's doing the interview here, and he just kind of keeps going.
And then we found the kid, man, they made the record with 50. I feel like money, buzzing. So I've been in L.A., getting niggas jewelry back, holding niggas down, discovering people, consulting people, helping people. No, it's real talk.
You see, so they laugh. They're like, okay.
I don't know how I'd feel, too, hearing him say that stuff.
Yeah, well,
I think I would be like, what? Wait, can we pause on this?
Yeah.
Because he keeps rolling. Like, it's no big deal. I just drop M-bombs like it's normal.
Nigga. Yeah. Nigga. Yeah, he's really getting into it.
Can you lend a nigga a pencil?
Right.
So he continues, and I think they must have obviously at some point asked him, like, what is up with you doing this, you know?
Sure.
Why are you so...
Yeah, because you have to be part of the community, right?
Well, I think the thing is that he considers himself... It's a good point. I think he does consider himself part of that community. Mm-hmm. I don't think he thinks that he's not.
But I don't think you're allowed really in until you meet a certain criterion, which is being black, right?
Well, that would be the thought of a lot of people, but not this guy.
They just know you as, like, Little Stevie, right?
If you're a New York person, like, this is the problem. I live in L.A., right? And I'll meet girls, and they'll be like, why do you act like that? And why do you talk like that and dress like that? Like, you must have never been in New York then. Because the white boys are just like me. And they got tats, and they fight, go to Rikers on all that.
Well, I remember I told you this.
I don't know what, I mean, he's saying, like...
Go to Rikers.
Yeah.
Give me a break. This fucking guy. I love when white people try to sweat the plight the same way black people have it. Like, no, dude. No, bro. Trust me. You're still not.
And
you're causing yourself problems at this point. You know.
He's also implying that white people from New York are like black people. They go to jail a lot. That's basically that's what he just said.
They fight.
And they end up on Rikers Island. That's just what happens. And then
not quite.
It must be when he like defended his use of it. Right. So here he goes.
I walk into a room, be all white people. Russell Simmons said, "What's up, my nigga?" And they're like, "Russell, he's white." Like, yo, just so you know,
can't explain that to
nigga
people.
doesn't mean a black person to me. A nigga's a slave. There's Mexican slaves, Jewish slaves, black slaves, white slaves. I grew up nigga. That's my nigga. In L.A. once, a blood dude said to me, "Yo, you said that word," and I was around Suge at the time, and I was in the studio with Outlaws and stuff. And it was a lot of guns. It was a lot of craziness because a lot of executives who are white, they don't want to be around the Hennessy, the guns, and the thugs. They don't be on the tour buses. They just want to come around to certain things and take the credit after the fact. And he's like, "Yo, you need to go to the bank, man. You owe me $15,000." I'm saying, "Nigga," I said, "My nigga, you're gonna kill me right now. Ain't no one extorting me."
White niggers.
So, yeah.
Do you think there's a reason that the white executives don't come around when there's guns and Hennessy involved? Like,
I mean, he obviously wants to be there for that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe it's not a white thing. Maybe it's just a thing.
Yeah. So
the person who wants to stay alive doesn't hang out with Suge and those people.
No, Suge is a death sentence.
Yeah.
If you want to die, hang out with Suge Knight.
Right.
Even in prison, I would be like, don't hang out with that dude.
We're not
Something bad's
gonna be.
gonna happen.
Yeah, we're not going to be bros. Like,
I've seen a lot of white niggers in my time.
This guy.
But I love when he's trying to convince them, like, I can use the word
because Russell Simmons said it to me once.
Yeah, and I want to be.
Yeah.
Like,
and then want to be what?
You know, a white.
Yeah.
Of big words.
Yeah. Yeah. Very big, right?
It just kills me when, like, you're born a white guy, which is like top of the food chain in America.
Big words.
Yeah, motherfucker, like, you're at the top. Why? What are you doing?
Yeah, you have it pretty...
Yeah, you dumb prick. Just be a white guy, enjoy it, stop feeling guilty and weird about it. You won the cosmic lottery, asshole.
Yeah, you have the easiest position
Yeah,
in
and you're
world.
making life hard for you.
Yeah. Then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I used to come in... I like that that when he said that this...
Do him again. I like it.
Because he said that he's hanging out in that studio and some blood, so some gangbang from out here was like, go to the bank and get me $15,000 for saying that word.
Right.
And then in his version of the story, he says it again to that guy. Do you understand?
Yes.
Like, so
yeah, I understand.
His version of a dude who just, a gang member who was just like, go to the bank and get me money, is that he told that guy, you're going to have to extort me.
Right. But I got to use the word.
But I'm going to say it again.
Be on the tour buses.
Sure.
They just want to come around to You owe me 15,000. I'm saying, nigga. I said, my nigga, you're gonna kill.
Right?
Yeah.
So the guy just said, hey, man, you can't say that. Go get me money. And then I'm going to respond.
As I'm saying, nigga. I said, my nigga, you're gonna kill me right now. Ain't no one extorting me.
You didn't.
He did not
You
say
didn't
that.
say that to him.
Steve Wilkos did not say that.
Steve Wilkos was with Jerry Springer every day.
Yeah, he would never. He was too busy guarding.
Such
What a psycho.
ridiculous shit from that guy.
Y'all done? Y'all finished?
Y'all finished? Y'all done.